How do you feel about what other people are thinking about you? This is day 25 or something of the Adventure of Appreciation calendar. As always, welcome. I'm here, close to my home. I have been with my family today, with my lovely sister. Her name is literally Sunshine in Norwegian, Sol. And we talked about this version of ourselves that we used to be. She told me about how she used to care so much what other people thought of her, so much that it enabled her, it made her, actually disabled, pardon me. It disabled her in a way and paralyzed her or made her very dramatic, worried, and so caring about what other people thought about her. And I could identify with this. I certainly have been that person myself. So I asked her, how did you overcome that? And she said something amazing. There were two things that happened. First of all, there was the moment of realization. She began to understand that what other people thought of her was none of her business. It had everything to do with them and possibly nothing to do with her. At the very first moment someone says something, make sure that you know it's about them first and foremost. And maybe there's something in there for you to learn. You may be triggered. If so, it's about you. But if you become aware that it is about them, when you speak, it is about you. It's your only viewpoint. You may think you have the most empathetic heart in the world, that you have sympathy beyond measurements, that you can read other people's energy. You may think all of that. But guess what? You don't know. The only thing you truly know is your own viewpoint. And you can challenge that, and that's perfectly fine, because what I'm sharing here is my viewpoint. It's my own experience. This is what has worked the most in my life, because how can I know? I cannot speak for you. I can only help you translate the emotions of your heart, the higher vibrations of your soul, the deeper sensations of your body. But I can't tell you what is right for you. You can. It's your view of the world. It's your unique perspective. And this is true for others as well. When you look at people like me, when you look at anyone, know that we are speaking from who we are. Some people have a lot of turbulence within their soul, within their heart, within their mind. They may be switching in polarities, in dualities, and measuring up and judging and not judging and all that. And just know that, hey, it's about them first and foremost. That is the first insight. Very important. If you master this, if you begin to remind yourself of this, remind yourself of this, put it back in your mind and do it again and think about it. Hey, it's about them. Now you are free from their judgment. You are free. This is what my sister also told me, that it's so freeing to understand this. It's not about you. It's about them. First and foremost, when someone else speaks, it is most likely about them. Even though they think it's about you, even though they talk about you, first and foremost, acknowledge it's about them. It's the only expression they could have. Do you get this? You get this. You're still getting this. Now keep getting it. The next thing is what happened after that realization. And my sister said, what happened? And this was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. She said that she began to care so much more about other people. She began to listen, because first of all, if she asked about them, she didn't have to stay with that uncertain, low confidence self. It wasn't even a focus if she was more caring about them and to get to know them. But also it opens doors that you have never opened. You get to get a viewpoint or a taste of a viewpoint that you may never have considered. And you will get reflections and things you like and things you don't like. And you'll get to know a person more. You'll make friendships if you ask more questions than you speak. If you listen more to the manifestations around you, to the people around you, but really to the energy in your atmosphere, the energy that is reaching you from your environment, if you become very proficient at listening to this, you will, I can't tell you what will happen. I can only tell you that that experience is very empowering when you begin to notice the interaction between how you perceive and what you perceive. I have people who think they're silent. I have friends who think they are more silent than they speak. But what they do not know is that in their mind, they're still speaking. They're listening, they're criticizing, they're judging, and they have not one ear open to actually hear what is being communicated, because their thoughts are so loud that they can't hear me. That's why I usually tend to demonstrate who I am through action, and that's what my guides and mentors has told me. Action is more powerful than words. Words are very powerful if they reach someone, but an action is obvious, you know? There's an expression that your actions, the expression is a little bit more of a criticizing statement. It is that your actions speak so loudly that I can't hear your words. So if your action is, yeah, I'm listening, oh, you should have changed that. In your mind, you're like, change that, that's not right, judge that, not good, you know, then your action is judgment, not listening. But if you're like, hey, I'm here with you, I want to understand you. Tell me more about you. Let me get a glimpse of who you are. And then you listen. That is listening. There's a very profound difference there. And when you begin to listen to people around you, you begin to flow more of that wonderful love, and you'll attain a state of being. And that state of being is very conducive to joy, bliss, wonderfulness, insight, wisdom, and even such states described as enlightenment. So on behalf of myself and my sister, realize what other people think is all about them. How you receive it is all about you. And if you start to listen with an intent to understand, you'll have a really joyful life. You'll become more empathetic. Yes, you'll hear their story, but you will become richer in experience and wisdom. That's my thought for you today. Not even my thought. That's the thought for today. That's the energy of today expressed in this video. I hope you found and listened and heard and felt something of value for you, because I can't do those things for you. I can't be the one who hears. That is you. I can't be the one who feels. That is you. I can't be the one who perceives or observes. That is you. I can only be here, be me, and I will make sure that I try to be the best version of me to the best of my capability, so I can be a good display for you. But I will always try to understand you. If you meet me, if you call me, hey, I love people, let's talk. But I think you get today's message. I hope you've been here for 8 minutes and some seconds. So I guess this had some value for you. If so, feel free to express it. I would love people to tell me if they get value from this, because I do this, pro bono. I don't ask for payment. If you'd like to support me and you see this video on Instagram, for example, write some tags, hashtag the heck out of this video. Things that you feel that people may search for. That would be helpful if you want to give back. If not, take what is valuable for you. Point your finger and laugh at me if that is of value to you. I don't care. I honestly don't care. Well, I do care in some ways. Yeah, if I focus on that and I'm like, why don't they like me? Yeah, I care. I'd prefer if people found love in themselves and expressed it out. That would make me feel even better. But at the same time, there's a reason why I choose to be this transparent. There's a reason why I choose to share these videos. And yeah, it's me right now I'm talking about. Why not? I can only share from my own experience. Maybe this is of value for you. Now you see how it feels. What actions are made from a space where you do not care what other people think anymore. Where you do not really care that much. You care more about something else. It's no longer the top priority. My priority is I want people to feel love. I want to create a new, I want to integrate a society I've been exposed to, a way of being that I've perceived, a way of harmony existing between people. I'd like to bring more of that into existence as a whole. I like to reunify human species in the heart, in love, whatever that love is, everywhere. In the mind even. If you are non-dualistically perceiving life outside yourself, you are perfectly harmonizing heart energy through your mind. If you are judging and dualistically seeing polarities and judging all around you, you'll gain a lot of value and knowledge about what you don't like, so you can know more about what you do like. So they all have value. But I prefer a society where we can look at each other and know that, hey, I am me, you are you. What I perceive is up to me, what you perceive is you. So, hi, I want to love. I want to broadcast a general vibration of enjoyment, of love, of perceiving goodness within all that is. Yeah, I went over time there. I want to say nothing more. Nothing more.